Stop number 2, March 28th. 143 boats will battle Lake of the Ozarks. This video presented by Mach, a scientifically formulated to safely eliminate mice, assuring proven results that are 100% effective. Skirmish baits, hand-painted crankbaits with amazing detail and colors that are not only meant to catch your eye, but much more importantly, the eye of a hungry bass. And partnered by our Angler of the Year sponsors, Favorite Future Fishing Rods, Championship Marine Repair, Snow Terminators, Baitworks and Boatworks for giving $2,180 towards Angler of the Year. And of course, Best Automotive, a complete automotive service and repair facility, family owned and operated since 1966. Stay tuned and enjoy the action.
Good day, baby. What you on lines with?
I don't know yet. Haven't had any practice, just winging it. Just gonna show up and go. I think
You always catch them. That's what you did at Grand, so
we'll see what happens. Should be board, spinnerbait, jig, all that should play today. Perfect day for it.
good luck, Blake. We'll
Thank
see you.
you.
Andrew, you're in the wrong boat.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. What are you guys doing?
I'm helping a brother out. Need a piece of rope. I probably got one in mind. I just got to get over there to get it. Probably under the seat.
Well, what's the
Morning.
secret? What's the secret, Andrew?
Man, I wish I knew. I wish I could tell you. I'm always telling you the same thing every time I'm talking to you.
I know. Well, tell me something different.
All
'cause
right,
that's
I'm gonna whack them today. I'm gonna whack them. I'll have a limit about an hour. After about an hour ride.
all top water, buzz baits.
Yeah, but, the top water Ned rig's what I've been throwing.
Oh, okay.
You take a good north wind and a big loop in your line, and it skips right along. They whack it hard. It's gonna be a junk day, I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one good rope there.
What are you guys helping Blake for? I'd be like cutting his line or putting little nicks in his line.
We figure he was up there just getting ready to pay, so we figured we'd help him out and get a little bit one more donation in today.
Well, Cody, what about you?
I'm gonna make a long run and just put a jig in my hand and go today. Yesterday the cranking and spinnerbait bite didn't work out for me, so I'm just gonna go.
Cold front gonna mess it up?
I hope so. For everybody else, make it tougher.
A grinder.
A grinder.
A grinder.
Somebody always catches 20 pounds on this lake, though.
It'll take 22 to win today.
Yep.
It will.
Oh, there's the man. Don't be ducking that head.
What's going on?
How much? What are you up to, man?
Oh man, I'm just trying to survive these days. That's what I'm going after. Trying to find some fish, see what happens.
What's up with all these tough conditions that we're getting?
Man, I don't know, but I can't be scared of it. They've kicked my butt, but got amnesia, so we're gonna go after and try and find 5 more.
Do you think the later day weigh-in will help?
Yeah, I definitely do. The length of days come into big play, right? So, you know, this cold conditions, I don't think it's going to affect the fish too much. We got full moon, length of day to the fish. I think that just means it's time to start doing the thing. So I think, you know, later in the afternoon, as it's always getting warmer, I think that bite's just going to keep getting better.
Well, this plays into a black and blue jig, doesn't it?
Well, we're going to put one to work and see what happens.
Now you running far?
Running maybe mid-lake-ish and hope to make it back. So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Good luck. Well,
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna keep our lines wet. That's all we can do.
you guys
Keep our
been
lines
practicing?
wet. Yeah.
Good, bad? Are they coming up?
They coming up. Coming up.
Coming up?
Just got to get on the right. Just got to find the right bank.
Yeah.
Find the right bank. You get good to go.
Standard pre-spawn stuff, your jerk baits.
Yeah.
Catch any on moving baits at all?
No.
Really?
I can't catch a spinnerbait or crankbait to save myself.
Save my soul.
You try to just stay in main lake stuff, or?
Main lake and half
Secondaries.
pocket.
Little pockets, you know.
Yeah. All right, boys.
We're going to try
We're
hard.
gonna try hard.
See you at the weigh-in with 25 pounds.
Hey, I like that.
I like that sound of that. Sounds real good.
See ya.
I'll stick with your word to that.
Don't blame me though if you don't, but
I'm gonna come look for you.
We haven't talked about it. I tried.
Nothing. Just getting ready to go fishing today. long day. It's gonna be nice.
Do you think the end of the day will be better than?
I'm sure hoping so. They bid pretty early yesterday, so I think I weigh in at 450. So I'll be having some time today. I got no excuse, I guess.
You just gonna sit and eat breakfast in the morning? And
no, heck no. I'm excited to go fishing. So
anything you're doing indifferent, like?
No, just trying to cover a bunch of water. Caught a bunch of fish yesterday, but no size. So just coming across those lucky big ones is what I'm hoping for today. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Fishing a lot of bright colors.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty around here, so a lot of bright stuff, a lot of loud baits. So.
All right, man. What's going on, Craig?
What's up?
Lipless crankbait king?
No lipless today.
Why not?
All spinnerbaits.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I catch them on lipless?
No, didn't catch any on lipless at all. Spinnerbaits and a little bit of cranking and pretty much it.
I think the end of the day is going to help you out.
Yeah.
Nice sunshine.
It'll get better at the end of the day.
What time you weigh in?
4 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
Just got to put your head down, cast, and see what the good Lord puts in the boat.
You gonna stay close, or you go?
Oh yeah, I'm staying close.
Yeah.
Yep.
You try to find clear water close. I know it's dirty right here.
I went down to the dam. It was a little bit better, had some color, but pretty much the lake's the same everywhere. It's pretty dirty up in the rivers, but yep, just put your head down and keep casting. That's all we can do.
You fishing bright colors on your spinner baits?
Yeah, just bright colored, white and chartreuse, a little white and orange, pretty much. But I never found a viable pattern. I mean, catch fish here and there, but it wasn't like they were on fire or anything.
What's the secret?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what the secret is. Bite's been really good until yesterday. It fell apart for me. So.
Now, why did it fall apart yesterday? Because it's cold front coming in?
Man, I honestly don't know. They're moving every day. You can catch them one day, and the next day it's just unbelievable. They're just gone, and you can go catch them doing something completely different somewhere else. So.
You think the later day weigh-in will help?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to help.
You get more. I think the bigger fish come in the afternoon.
I think so. I think they're coming up. I mean, there's a lot of guys catching them early, but I think having that longer day as the sun gets up and the water gets warm with this wind, it's going to help too. I think today it's going to take a sack today, no doubt.
Pre-spawn patterns, your main legs, your secondary
it's going to be a spinnerbait, crankbait, jig deal. Whoever gets the big bite's going to win it. It's not. I mean, there's no secret to it. It's going to take 20 pounds plus to even get it looked at.
Yep. All right, Matt.
And the sun's hitting it and the wind's blowing a little bit across it, that's where I'm catching fish at. And I have to be catching crappie to catch the better bass.
So you think they're feeding up on the crappie or something, or following them, or whatever?
Everybody's moving up. So if the crappie are moving up to start, they want to spawn. It's time for the crappie. The dogwoods have buds on them. If you get close enough to the bank, there's dogwoods all up the state park through here. You can see buds. When the dogwoods start blooming, the crappie here you start spawning. That's the Ozark Lakes deal. So the crappie start moving up. Now granted, most of the fish I caught were real pale in color, so they ain't been up long.
Now are you catching any around docks?
Nope. All rock transitions.
Okay.
Everything's a rock transition. I'm not anywhere near docks.
Lake of the Ozarks tournament conditions provided by O'Reilly Auto Parts and Calco Fishing Products. Lake level is about full, water temperature hovering around the 50s, water clarity mostly stained to dirty, with a high of 63 today and some wind.
I work for a company called Spinerbait. It's Canadian-based, Montreal-based, manufacturer of ultraviolet air purification systems. Woo. So I cover the Midwest territory, from Missouri up to the Canadian border.
Morning guys, we're gonna make a little bit of a run. We're gonna run about 75-80 miles one way up to Warsaw. This is the second stop of the Solo Pro Series at Lake of the Ozarks, March 28th. It's 42 degrees and it's a little chilly, but we'll see you guys here in a little bit. We'll catch up later.
How long have you ran a bass cap?
10 or 12 years, I think. I think I've had, probably a little longer than that. I think I've had 10 different bass cats. So, and not necessarily every year, so. Ready for my new one.
What do you think everybody else ran?
I'm gonna say a lot of guys are gonna run main lake. Windy, good A-rig day. And they're biting. They've been biting down there for 2 months.
Vibrating jig out.
Dinky, but he's in Kentucky. He'll go in there. Those are like 12. Number one. Not what we was after, but we'll start. It's a start.
Is this the way you like to fish?
Yeah, this is my favorite way to fish.
Is it?
Yeah. Get away from the crowd. Usually get it to yourself.
Yeah.
I like catching them on a jig. That's my favorite thing. Jig and a spinnerbait.
Yeah.
I do like to throw a crankbait a little bit. But if I can catch them on a jig, that's what I'm going to throw. Just seems to catch big fish.
Yeah.
On the water angler action provided by Motion Fishing Company.
let's just go ahead and put 5 here in. Check. Try to catch a big one. Number 2.
Stretch out line.
Okay.
Sure think so. Yeah. Cool.
Try to get this one in the boat. Staying down an awful lot. Probably not a good sign. Where's the net? That's what we're talking about, how they're not eating. Oh, damn. Barely had hold of it. He just took a swipe at it. We stabbed him. Don't do it. He wants to have a little convulsion. Start small, boys.
Get another bite. That's real scary.
Guarantee you guys are just power fishing, catching them in inches of water, ripping through 3-pounders. And I'm out here waiting on one to come up here and nibble at something. I find it fun though. We got all day left.
Oh yeah.
A lot of time left. I'd like to catch 2 more even of that size. I mean, large mouth. And then I'll go to hunting. Then I'll go to power fishing.
Take it.
Kentuckys are bass too. I've caught some nice ones up here though the other day.
Yeah.
I caught some over 2.5 pounds probably. Just don't think they're gonna win you much this time of year. Don't get me wrong, there's certain times of the year that I would, a lot of times I would love to, well, for example, about 4 hours from now, I would, if I don't have another one, then I would be praying for one of the little Kentuckys. Even a 12-inch Kentucky counts as points.
Yeah.
Over here.
Oh, I needed that one bad. That's a good one too. Oh, we come off, dude. Oh shit.
That's my day for you.
Just goes like this sometimes.
Yeah.
It sucks, but nothing you can do. That was a good one.
Yeah.
It was pulling drag.
Was it?
What do you do? Swing it on your side. Second one I've caught. That's a keeper, isn't it? Dang it, could have had 3 just now. Boy, wouldn't that have been a lifesaver?
Nice and calm here.
Mm-hmm.
White capping right there and on this point. Again, that'd be ideal if there wasn't a dock sitting in the middle of it. Good little Eddie. Who's Eddie? This guy I went to school with.
Jeez. Oh, buddy. That thing is touching the line. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's a keeper, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, barely. Jeez. I'm throwing him in there. Why not?
Yeah.
Biggin. Biggin. Oh. Oh, we're gonna get the cold ball on him. It's gonna be a little hard to attach a cold ball. I'm just gonna put him in there because he's gonna keep. All right, just kidding. All right, here we go. I'll catch one here. You like that? That's funny. She's mad. It's mad. She's not mad. Oh, no man, Nick. I don't think that fish even keeps. I know it does.
Stop number 2, Lake of the Ozarks weigh-in provided by Cow Coast Fishing Products, Bait Works and Boat Works, Bass Pro Shops and O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Ulrich Marine. Seen where you lived on this lake. There's a whole pirate themed $1 million mansion. Andrew, how'd you catch them? Come on.
On spinnerbug.
Any particular color?
Oh,
Cadence?
That coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Yeah, it ain't no secret. Everybody's throwing it.
You
Painted blade.
like War Eagle or anything?
Yeah,
or?
War Eagle. 3/8.
Hold on. 3/8.
3/8 with a white and a chartreuse blade.
White and a chartreuse blade. On points or?
In the creek channel.
In the creek channel. Andrew, good job, man.
Get this big one out here. I can get her by the mouth.
Oh yeah, hold him up.
One eye.
I just couldn't.
All right, Brian, say you did something different. Drop shotted.
No, I was through an Alabama rig this morning. I'm gonna stick bait this afternoon and lost a good one on an Alabama rig and lost 2 on a stick bait. Just pulled off right next to the boat.
Anything? Were they biting a little different because of that front, or?
Yeah, this afternoon they heated up. So.
Catch them on crankbaits?
Stick baits.
Stick baits. Any particular color that you like? You know, a lot of people like white.
White. The color of the water. You can never. I don't care if the water's clean. You can throw white.
You ever do good on a chartreuse or a colored type?
Table rock. Not here.
The opposite, huh?
Yep. So.
Now they all shallow coming up.
Yeah, these are all coming up. These were 3 of them were in 3 foot of water. So all the way in the backs.
And you lost one. Now how'd that happen?
Lost 3. Had an Alabama rig just break. I was snagged. Right before that, had a 4+ pound fish on it from here to that trolling motor, and just bringing him across, all of a sudden just went limp, and Alabama rig and the fish were gone. And then this afternoon, I didn't think I was going to make it back. And I was fishing to the last second because they were whacking. There's big old shad in the back of these pockets, and they'd whack it, and they just wouldn't keep it. I lost a bunch that were I never saw, but I had 2 that were pretty close to the boat. Just hooked in the side of the head with stick bait and just pulled off. So
wow.
2 of them that I could see that were probably
And was it
3+.
better at the end of the day?
Those shad for me moved all the way to the backs. I kept looking for them all day in the backs back there, and pockets like this one, and they weren't there. And about 2 o'clock, all of a sudden I went back there, and there's big gizzard shad, 5-6 inch gizzard shad, and that's what you're looking for.
Chad, how'd you catch him?
Stick bait. They all came on a stick bait.
Any type of cadence that you do with that stick bait?
Today I was jerking the heck out of it. You know, letting it
ripping as fast as you can?
No, just letting it set maybe 2 seconds, and then not letting. I mean, evidently I only got 3, so it wasn't.
Was you beating it on the bank like?
They were off the bank. Even though the water's dirty, they were still off the bank. So, you know, I mean, 5-6 twitches. But
you make a long run your nitro?
No, I stuck around here for about 2 hours, caught 2 of them, and then I went to the Gravois, trying to finish a limit, and that didn't pan out.
Every one of the lures kind of contributed at some point in time. It's kind of a hodgepodge, you know?
They're coming up on the spinnerbait now?
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss. The better fish are. It seems like the better ones are starting to eat that a little bit.
Nice.
Let's see where we at. I wish I could use one of them grand studs. Oh, this thing's still full. Come on, man.
Well, you need a lot of water for all them big fish in there.
No, they ain't big. I'm happy. I'll tell you what, I'm happy. I caught probably 13 keepers today.
Yeah.
I felt like I was that close. I needed a big one, like a 5-pounder.
Are they all in your pre-spawn type banks?
Yeah,
secondary
definitely.
Points?
Definitely. It seems like they're just outside of those areas. They're getting ready to go there. It's kind of a little bit of a delay with the weather pushing them back just a little bit, but.
Was your practice the same, or did you practice?
I practiced and I practiced the same. I did the same things. Different parts of the lakes, and I just went with the best part of the lake that was giving me more bites. I had some really big bites in practice, but I couldn't duplicate that. So. One.
Yeah.
The littlest one out of there first. 2.
Mikey, you showing off again?
I think so.
Huh?
I think so. 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are they shallow?
Yeah. A lot of them I caught were on bluff ends. A lot of them were on bluff ends.
Nice.
That's 5.
Good job. Oh no.
That was the one you missed.
Where we ended you?
Huh?
Is that same bank where we ended?
Just up from there. Just up from there.
Wow.
I got a little ledge spot up there I like. So yeah, I think that'll help me a lot with that Kentucky, you know. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's just hard to say. I mean, it's March, look at the Ozarks, so there's gonna be some bags.
Well, good job, Spencer. We'll have a little bit of footage of you.
Yeah. Just an all day grind.
Stop number 2, Lake of the Ozarks. Listen to how Mark Dunbar, 2018 Angler of the Year Bobby Albert, and KC Scanlon put together their winning patterns. Lake of the Ozarks winning ways presented by Championship Marine, a full fiberglass repair facility, also giving $1,000 to Angler of the Year. Skirmish Baits, custom hand-painted hard baits, crankbaits, jerkbaits. And Snow Terminator, a snow and ice management service, also giving $500 towards Angler of the Year.
Mark Dunbar coming to the scales. There's a sack right there.
Bookends. Big bookends.
21.79. Let's hold some fish.
First today I had 21.79.
Well, Mark, you fish this lake much?
100 days a year for the last 30 years.
So you know where you need to go, what the fish are doing?
Well, I pretend to think I do. Today I made good decisions at the right times.
Now, did this cold front change anything? I mean,
What really changed things was the full moon. Okay. The full moon made some fish that were out on pre-spawn banks slide in to spawning pockets.
Now, how do you change with that? Do you change the same baits work? Just there's some different areas?
Within a couple hundred yards of where they were, and the wind got up today. And when the wind gets up and water temperature's 49, they'll still bite an Alabama rig, and they bit an Alabama rig today. I fished it for 2 hours this morning and never had a bite. I fished it this afternoon and I caught 8 keepers and I had 3 over 5.
Now, the later weigh in, did that help you at all?
Yes. I called my last fish with one that was about 5 1/4. This afternoon about 340.
So if someone was coming out tomorrow to fish, what would you tell them to do? Like a certain type of banks, go into cuts?
I would tell them to fish the first cut off of like a pre-spawn bank that you would throw a rug on. First place where you got a pocket that they could slide in to spawn. Bigger fish are starting to move in now with the moon phase change.
Well, what's your big plan for all this money?
Well, I tore up my trailer on the low water, so this will be paying the deductible for me to get a new boat trailer.
All right, Mark, good job, man.
Thank you.
Bobby Albert here. Fished Lake of the Ozarks today, solo pro. Finished second place with 20 pounds. Only caught 10 fish today, all of them on a black and blue 5-fish jig, Strike King Rage chunk, dark blue. Practiced yesterday by fishing the Ozark Mountain Team Trail and caught twice as many fish, but only had 4 little keepers. I don't know what changed. I fished the same area, same baits, and just got bigger bites today.
Casey Scanlon got 3rd place today. Had 19.32, I believe. It was a good day out here. Caught about, maybe a dozen keepers. It was real windy, so I just put a Trophy Bass Company spinnerbait, 1/2-ounce spinnerbait in my hands, and it's a bait that we actually produce. So it's a confidence bait, and I just kind of ran with it all day. We caught them on variety of cover. Variety of depths, pretty much just chased the wind around, kept my head down, and, fished, places that I've caught them in the past, or, stuff that looked like it should hold a fish this time of year. So just kind of, stayed loose and grinded it out. Was fortunate enough to get, 3 or 4 key bites, today, and, that's kind of what put me in 3rd.
Any particular, are they on main lakes? Are they starting to come in the pockets?
Honestly, both. So I caught fish all the way in the backs of creeks and pockets, and I caught fish, out on main lake points. So I was really just, kind of chasing the wind, fishing high percentage areas, and caught them, from this deep out to, 10 or 15 foot. So
yeah, you're pretty known around here, Casey, so I'm sure is there any particular area that you like the best, that works better for you this time of year?
I fished the lower end primarily because I live down there, but today I just came out of takeoff, took a left and ran down the lake about 10 miles just because I knew there hadn't been many boats in that area. The last month or so, water's been cold and dirty. So I just, I fished all new. I hadn't fished down there all year. Just figured, with as many tournaments as we had going on, it was probably a good idea to get away from some of that pressure, and it just worked out for me.
Okay, Casey, good job, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.